Welcome to Helping College Students Climb to Success. My name is Brittany Oquinn, and for my Capstone project, I'm doing it over the Emporium model paired with artificial intelligence to help improve developmental math courses. This is for the University of Houston in summer 2019. The purpose of this study is to evaluate student success in developmental math courses that utilize ALEKS software at a 2-year college in southern Texas. This college started the redesign of their developmental math courses from traditional lecture style to utilizing the Emporium model in fall 2018. The intent was to identify student success, where success is measured by student growth indicated by progress in ALEKS, and an improvement in the pass rate of students' end-of-course grades. Developmental math courses, which were designed to help students prepare for success in college-level math courses, have become roadblocks instead of promoting academic achievement. Developmental math courses have the highest failure and non-compliance rates among all other developmental college courses. Colleges have been seeking different methods to help this particular group of students obtain academic achievement in mathematics. I chose to research this problem as my capstone project because I am currently a developmental mathematics instructor who is having to transition from traditional lecture-based teaching to the Emporium model while implementing ALEKS. I'm very passionate about discovering ways to help these students be successful. The question that guided this project was, can ALEKS, an artificial intelligent online tutoring program combined with an Emporium model for instruction, promote academic achievement for college students placed in developmental math? My main focus for the literature review was to find other schools and colleges who have implemented the Emporium model and or utilized ALEKS software. According to Judah Scott Clayton, 2018, Senior Research Associate and Associate Professor of Economics and Education at Columbia University, stated that 70% of community college entrants had taken at least one remedial course within 6 years of college entry. Math is at the top of the list. 80% of students who take remedial math classes in college fail to complete a college-level math course within 3 years, according to Gosworth 2018. These students can spend years and thousands of dollars on courses that do not count towards their degree. Since remedial math courses continue to act as roadblocks for undergrad students, many 2- and 4-year colleges have been working on methods of redesign for these courses. 2 main goals for these redesigns are higher student success rates and reducing the amount of time it takes students to see these success. Online artificial intelligence tutoring systems engage students in authentic learning opportunities that can increase student participation and motivation in the learning process. Danny Nazar 2016. While conducting my research, I discovered that there are multiple options for this type of software. A prime example of this intelligent tutoring system is ALEKS. Hagan, Craig, Z, Grazer, Korbunabia, Chen, and Hu, 2013, found that ALEKS was able to offer equivalent help to students with different level of performances. This individualized help that ALEKS is able to provide was successful in reducing the achievement gap in mathematics among ethnicities and genders for this age of students. Wider and Berry 2016 found that due to the fact that high-performing students tend to get bored and lower-performing students tend to get overwhelmed, students in both cases tend to give up or not perform to their full potential. The Emporium model helps to the best suited for students with a wide range of mathematical abilities and different learning rates. Cleveland State Community College, known as CSCC, redesigned their developmental math courses by implementing the Emporium model, and the passing rate rose from 54% to 74%, according to Stern 2012. CSCC faculty identified several factors in why the redesigned developmental math courses raised success rates. 1. Students were motivated to do more work and invest more time in studying. 2. Students were more engaged in working on the problems and solving them. 3. A variety of approaches to obtain the knowledge grab students' attention. And 4. Students have ownership and can take the class in the order they choose. Sandra Wilder and Lisa Berry, 2016, conducted a pilot program in a rural STEM high school to compare the impact of the Emporium model utilizing ALEX and the traditional approach to instruction on students' achievement and retention of algebra. The study implied that the Emporium model of instruction did not affect student learning more than the traditional method, but that both approaches of instruction were equally effective in improving student math knowledge. However, the results indicated that the students in the Emporium section had better retention of the content knowledge acquired. By participating in ALEX, the students had an engaging and reassessment practice. They had to not only demonstrate their mastery in a particular unit, but also retain that knowledge and apply it at a later date. In the case that did not retain a certain concept, it was assumed by ALEX that they did not learn it adequately in the first place, and they would have to remediate and reassess. The implementation of the Math Emporium with the use of ALEX within the remedial math courses was an effort to improve the poor student performance and retention that was evident with the traditional lecture method at the 2-year community college performing the study. The Emporium instruction method is an active learning method paired with the ALEX software, which provides instant feedback, and are both considered good practices to foster student learning and success. The question that guided this project was, can an Emporium model of instruction combined with ALEX, an artificial intelligent online tutoring program, promote academic achievement for college students placed in developmental math? This project took place in the 2-year community college located in southern Texas. This study will be comparing 2 different measures. 1. Student success rate of the traditional style Math 0308 taught in fall 2017, compared to the student success rate of the Emporium model Math 0300 taught in fall 2018 of the entire college. 2. Student success rate and growth of the Emporium model Math 0300 courses taught by one of the instructors at the college from fall 2018 and spring 2019. This instructor is myself. The participants of the study were all college-age students that placed in Math 0300, which is an Emporium model course that utilizes the artificial intelligent tutoring system ALEX. In fall 2018 and spring 2019, all participants were taught/mentored by the same instructor. All courses met face-to-face in the computer lab for a total of 3 credit hours a week. Students worked independently but were encouraged to assist each other if necessary. If a student needed additional assistance from what ALEX provided, then they could call on the instructor to receive further instruction. The teacher's role was more of a mentor, facilitator, and tutor. No whole group instruction or lessons were taught. Down to the results. Table 6 shows the results from the data collected to answer the first comparison. Student success rates in the traditional style Math 0300 taught in fall 2017 compared to the student success rate of the Emporium model Math 0300 taught in fall 2018 as the entire college. So you can see here that we had the average improvement and we had the desired results. We had less withdrawals, less failures, and a higher increase of our pass rate. Tables 7, 8, 9, and 10 show the results from the data collected to answer the second comparison. Student success rate and growth of the Emporium model Math 0300 courses taught by one of the instructors at the college in fall 2018 and spring 2019. The following tables, 7 and 8, are accumulation of the average class growth, including student improvement, regression, or stagnation in overall growth. So you can see this is the initial knowledge check, we have the final knowledge check, and then their percent growth. So you can see here everybody improved. If I go back, this was spring 2019. I did have one student that made it to the second pi, and they had a decrease in their growth, but I think I was not there when she took her initial knowledge check, and I think that he or she might have used some outside sources when taking it. I had a sub that day, and so I think that's what affected that result. If we go back and look at the fall, we can tell there was an improvement in growth for every single student. And they have to get through the first PI to get considered passing the course. If they make it to the second PI, it's just an additional and makes them considered college ready. And they won't even have to take developmental math courses once they move on. Tables 9 and 10 show the average percent of students' final end of course grade or status. So we can see here that we had 38% passed the first PI that I was talking about, the 0300, and if they made it to the second PI and successfully passed it, then they also got a PIA, which means that they're college ready and they can completely move out of remedial math courses. We had 44% that did not pass and 11% that withdrew. And then we can see the same results for my spring students. And there was a 14% passing rate increase with a decrease in percent of students failing or withdrawing. By transitioning from traditional style instruction to Emporium style instruction, individual student growth from pre-test to post-test results were also observed. However, the percent growth to need to be higher to be considered a truly successful program. Providing developmental math students with an Emporium model paired with ALEX software and instruction as opposed to the traditional lecture-based method is proven to be a step in the correct direction. This study provides evidence that this method will provide improvements in student success rates and student growth. However, literature exists that have proven more superior success rates and growth than the college in this project exhibits. Changes are needed in the structure of the specific program to accomplish desired results and true student success. Technology is a very powerful tool to use in education, and, when used effectively, it can deepen mathematical understanding. By applying the cognitive fidelity and mathematical scale shared by Beth Bose 2009, I would say that ALEX is an educational tool that has high fidelity. Leadership is extremely important in the education field. Educators must be the voice for our students. Educators have the power to help students revive the best educational possible. I am currently a member of the Math 0300 subcommittee at the college in the study. Moving forward, I plan to present these findings to our subcommittee and motivate our college to make the needed changes. Colleges and universities must rely on research for best practices for teaching this growing population of students to ensure they receive the education they seek and deserve. I feel that this college could see an even greater passing rate from their developmental student population if they restructure the way they implement the Emporium model by finding ways to encourage students to spend more time in ALEX. This could be accomplished by assigning quizzes and homework and requiring students to work in ALEX outside of regular class time. I also feel that in order to follow the best practices, this college needs to restructure the way that they calculate the overall end-of-course grade. Having a single final exam account for 80% of a student's overall end-of-course grade is not using best practices. The results show that this study exhibits better success when participating in the Emporium-style college courses compared to the traditional lecture style. Even though the passing average went from 33% to the traditional method to 47% in the Emporium method, I feel that having a passing rate of only 74% is not acceptable. Cleveland State Community College was able to achieve a passing rate of 74% when implementing the Emporium model according to Stern 2012. Their focus when redesigning their developmental math classes emphasized several strategies: customizing learning, employing technology, and involving students. Although they did not incorporate ALEX into the Emporium model developmental math courses, they implemented teacher-made modules that mimic ALEX and allow students to retake exam as many times as needed. The college in this present study could also see gains in their developmental math courses if they restructure their courses to allow for this. I would recommend that the college in this present study would continue to seek ways to improve their developmental math course structure, content, and methods. I plan to share my findings with my colleagues and hope to continue to improve our developmental math program. And there is the list of my references. Thank you.